What's up guys, my name's Bayako and today we're going to be taking a look at the EliteForce H8R or H8R Gen 2 limited edition red and black model. Let's get right into it, shall we? So first thing being first, taking a look at the box, you get your typical EliteForce branding along with a special limited edition stamp, which means literally nothing because it's on a piece of cardboard. You get the name of your weapon here, and a couple of specs, including the velocity is measured at 325 FPS with .2s. We'll be taking it to the Chrono later though to see otherwise. 10 shot, coup, or coops, I don't know what the fuck that means, but they're like little Oreo discs. Takes CO2, 6mm airsoft BBs as standard, and it also comes with a limited edition morale patch. And then along with on the back side, it gives you a little look at everything you get on the inside, along with things telling you it has an adjustable hop-up as per the Gen 2 standard. There's your magazine release, fiber optic sights, 20mm accessory rail. As CO2 is stored in the pistol grip, it includes 9 extra mags or discs, where normally the original H8R model of just the pure black only comes with 5 total, 1 for the gun and 4 backups. Again, you get more specs, the velocity again, 10 shots, the weight is 1.5 pounds approximately, again 6mm BBs, CO2, and the length is 10 inches. So why don't we get right into this? So, upon opening it up, you get your limited edition EliteForce H8R morale patch. Now, normally this comes inside of, like a little piece of plastic to kind of keep it safe and nice, but obviously I've unboxed mine, had a little bit of fun with it, and this goes on my backpack that I bring to every game. Then you have the main centerpiece, the H8R Gen 2 limited edition red and black model 10-shot revolver. Now this thing is a beauty, I must say. It just feels so right in every way. Let's get some B-roll footage of that, shall we? Now, I must say, when talking about this revolver, there are plenty of things I enjoy, such as the fact that it has a 10-round disc instead of proprietary shells that most other revolvers have. Again, with this limited edition model as well, you get the red highlights instead of everything being matte black or silver, I think, like the Gen 2 has. You have your magazine release highlighted in red, your BB discs are highlighted in red, along with your hammer and trigger. Now, how do you reload it? Well, simply you pull the mag release back and up, and then you can simply pop the discs out. Now you have two sides to this. You have a narrow side and a more open side. The open side is where you load your BBs, and you face them forward towards the barrel of the gun while reloading. So all you do is simply pop it in, and all you gotta do is just touch that, and it'll flick down and reload itself for you. Now, a nice touch about this revolver is that it has fiber optic sights. It is very, very nice. It captures so much light and makes it very easy to aim. Another very, very wonderful feature of the H8R Gen 2, just standard, is the fact that it has an adjustable hop-up. The original H8R model does not have hop-up, for those of you who do not know. So, it would kind of drop off at about maybe 75 feet or so after about a year of using it, and your hop gets a little worn down. Because it did have a hop-up rubber in it, it just wasn't adjustable, it was fixed. So you'd have to put about 1,000 rounds through it before it would stop curving to the moon. So with this, you can just put a tiny little hex key into there, and you're good to go. You can adjust it for whatever needs and purposes that you have. Now, with this revolver, you have top rails, a top rail of 20mm Picatinny, so you can put any micro dots, or if you just want to be that weird person that puts like an ACOG on here somehow, that'd be pretty funny. If you guys have a hater and like a mock ACOG or just any kind of ridiculous scope to put on top, send me pictures. I'll link my Instagram down below. You also have a lower, slightly longer 20mm Picatinny rail in case you ever want to put flashlights or lasers or maybe a master key like I have, or it's a tiny shotgun shell. Another thing to note about the H8R Gen 2 is that it is double action, so you can pull the hammer back, or if you would like, you can just go ahead and pull the trigger for it to cock it and shoot it for you. I will say though, it does have quite the hefty and long trigger pull, so it is always quite easier just to cock it, have it ready, and then pull the trigger. If you ever want to decock it, it is incredibly easy. All you have to do is just pull the hammer back, pull the trigger, and let it go forward. And then you will not expel any CO2. Unlike most other EliteForce products, such as their 1911, if you try to decock the hammer, you will be sputtering and spitting all sorts of CO2 all over the place and just wasting it in general. Well, that's a thing of the past with the H8R Gen 2, because you can see, boom, there you go. You just decocked it. It's safe. And speaking of safe, you have your safety right here by the hammer. I know it's not focusing, but all you do is push it forward towards the hammer, and then you can't lock it back. And then pull it back towards you as if you were holding it, so back this way. It's on fire, or not safe, whatever you want to call it. You can click and go pew. Another talking point about this is where the CO2 is stored. It is in the handle, and you might see that hex key there and think, oh, well, how do you get it in? Well, as you can see, there's a little notch. From that notch, you just look, and you pull down, and it opens up. Wow, shocker! And I will let you in on a little secret that EliteForce doesn't really tell you, because I guarantee you, you didn't read the manual. Right here is the hex key that you use to open this and get your CO2 out. It is not only acting as a hex key for your CO2, it is also the pin that keeps the grip together when you put one in. So all you have to do is just sort of line it back up, if I'm not an idiot here. You just sort of line it back up, get it on there as good as you can, and then you should be able just to click it back in place, and it's super duper flush. Ready to go, ready to fire. So why don't we take this out to the Chrono and see just if it's shooting as advertised. Let's take a quick jump. Alrighty guys, I'm sorry about the little bit of a time skip. Pennsylvania weather has been not so favorable, and it started to rain almost immediately after I was recording the previous session. So right now we're at our chronograph with our special, our H8R Gen 2 limited edition. We've got it loaded with .2s. Let's see how it does with the chronograph. First shot, 314. Second shot, 878. That's a bit of a misread. 311. 316. 312. 310. 307. 301. So as you can see, as the time went on, this was a fresh CO2, by the way. As the time went on, it gradually got a little less powerful. Eventually, it will get to the point where the BBs will just sort of roll out of the barrel. But, I mean, by that point, it's okay just to unscrew it and put in a fresh CO2 anyway. So, let's move on to my final thoughts of this amazing revolver. So what are my final thoughts about the H8R Gen 2 revolver? Well, first off, for $99, you can't beat it. Whereas the original model of the H8R did not have an adjustable hop-up, this version does, as well as the original only came with 5 ammo discs, whereas this comes with 10, along with the fact that it comes with a patch as well, and there have only been 1,000 made. So if you're looking to get a good CO2 powered revolver that is great for close quarters, I would definitely recommend picking this up. It is beautiful, it's a beast, so just grab one, it's amazing. Show EliteForce some love. Also, if you guys found this review helpful, don't forget to leave a like or a comment if you'd like to see something that I didn't do before, and don't
don't forget to subscribe. I might be uploading some gameplay footage as well as maybe the unboxing of the E-Vike Box of Awesomeness Donut Day Edition. So if you guys want to know when those go up, don't forget to subscribe. If you want to see something that I didn't mention in the video, leave a comment. I'll try to respond to anything that you guys leave below, and thank you once more for taking the time out of your day to come and watch this video. Thank you all so much. Stay safe.